Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'll be covering one of my first few games in the new season of Pokemon Unite Ranked Season 7. However, today I decided to play Lane Greninja instead of Jungle Greninja. Now I must advise and I must highly emphasize that unless you're very confident in yourself, your ability to play the Pokemon, or your ability to play the game as a whole, please do not play Lane Greninja. There are a lot of better options out there, and quite frankly, it sucks. The reason for that, it's frail, meaning it doesn't have a lot of HP. It has a lot of difficulty last hitting camps, meaning, it cannot secure camps reliably. And when it comes to dueling in the lane, depending on the lane opponents, it has a lot of difficulties as well. So going into the match, I think a lot of people that play this game fail to understand the matchups and how to manage themselves when they play the lane. Ideally, you want to secure your farm as fast as remotely possible so you don't have to worry about it being contested. And especially as a Greninja, you just want to get to level 7 as fast as remotely possible. So as you can see, I took a lot of poke. I already lost my focus band. I'm using X attack to just expedite the process in clearing these camps. That way later on, once I get to Greninja, I don't have to worry too much about that. So we secure the camp with the bubble, and as you can see, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. We're almost level 5, we got 26 out of 30 EOS energy, and we're going to secure this last Baltoy, and we get to level 5. So being level 5 at this point as a Frogadier is pretty good. I was also able to get the last hit on the Altaria, so I got a decent amount of experience. I'm still getting bullied even though I'm a higher level than the opposing laners, but that's just part of the process. You have a terrible early game, but you scale into the late game. So I'm not too focused on, trying to get kills right now. I just want to keep on farming and, get to level 7. So we're able to pick up the kill on the Crustle, and we got to level 6. We're only one level away from our huge power spike, and that's when we become really self-independent. So we got hit by another solar beam, but that's perfectly fine. We're just going to heal on the goal. Crustle is doing Crustle things, Shell Smash, run in, run out. Absol has rotate to the bottom lane. They're trying to pick a fight on the Scizor, which is a huge mistake. They were already low. Mew tried to score with their goal getter, but I think they just got indirectly baited by their teammate. So we pop our X attack, we get to level 7, we secure the kill on the Crustle, and now we're just gonna start trading. So at this point, this is when we really, get online. We get, a lot of base stats from the level up, not to mention the Surf allows us to self-sustain in the lane. We get the Surf resets, we get the sustain from the healing, and now we can just start playmaking. So we get the reset on the camp, smokescreen away, Mew's overextending once again, and this is when we, dogpile them. So Surf and the third auto attack, boosted auto attack damage, is enough to secure the kill, and now we just farm, get our 30 off, and now we hit level 9. So hitting level 9 as a lane Greninja at this point in the game is extremely potent. At this point, we're probably the highest level in the game now that I think about it. Buzzwole's backcapping, they score their 20, but not the end of the world. They're just trying to get their stacks, but I'm prioritizing other things. I don't really care for the kill, I just want to go for the objective and apply as much map pressure as I possibly can. So we get the Regice, my team is still topside. They should be able to hold it down until Scizor makes the rotation. And I could join them, however I decided to take the alternative approach and just invade the jungle and deny as much experience as possible. Now some people would consider this a mistake, but when I'm laning Greninja, I like to play away from my team. I like to split push, and I just want to do my own thing without having to worry about what my teammates do, especially in solo queue. Obviously, the ability to communicate in solo queue is extremely difficult. Pings are not really sufficient, and I just don't want to have that unnecessary stress of having to worry about what my teammates do and micromanage them. So I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to farm, I'm going to cap, rinse and repeat, and if there's a chance to pick up a kill at any point of the way, then I'll do it. Unfortunately, my team was not able to secure the Regieleki, which is still fine. We're up by a huge lead, and not to mention, I'm extremely strong. I think the one thing I would say is that, considering my teammates are dying, I'm surprised they didn't Unite move. A lot of them did die with their Unite moves, so if you're going to fight a fight like that, like if you're going to opt into a situation, you might as well commit to it rather than, you know, half-heartedly try to do something and then fail doing it. So we're just farming the side camps right now. And this is a little aggressive on my part. I'm trying to, you know, 1v1 the mute on the goal. They pop their Unite move as well. I score. Smoke screen away. Taking a lot of damage from that passive auto attack, and now I'm just gonna reset off the camps and then get out of there. I'm gonna auto attack the blue buff just to get the reset cooldown on my Surf. So my team is rotated from top to bottom. Scizor staying topside. And we're just gonna get some Unite energy, not to mention just get some more farm under our belt. My team is bottom side, 3 of them died, Scizor's top side. So I'm just gonna take their jungle and then do what I can. Someone was pulling the Reggie objective in the bottom lane, however, it looks like a reset. Unfortunately, they don't have the DPS to secure it, and I see the Ninetales contesting, so I decided I was going to help them out. So it's a 2v2, Ninetales goes down, I pop my X attack, I auto, I Surf, get the reset, Crustle pops their Unite move, I'm just going to Surf away from the potential X Scissor. I get clipped by the end, but, you know, it's a level 13 Greninja versus a Crustle in a 1v1. So that's not going to end well for them. I pick up the double kill, I get the Registeel, and meanwhile on the top side, my team is, you know, securing it, the objective, and getting a few kills along the way. So getting both objectives and 1 minute till Rayquaza, we're in a very favorable position right now. We have the point lead, we got the objectives, there's really not much for us to do. We don't need to unnecessarily do any crazy plays. Buzzwole's trying to 1v1 me, but that's a level 11 Buzzwole against a level 14 Greninja, and that's just a huge mistake on their part. Even if they did kill me right there, quite frankly, it's more beneficial to me because that just lowers my death timer prior to Rayquaza. So my team is overextending just a little, but they'll still spawn before Rayquaza does, so it's not the end of the world. Meanwhile, while they're applying mech pressure top, I'm just going to score my 50 with an overcap of 9. 15 seconds till Rayquaza spawns. So we should be grouping for Rayquaza and get positioning. I'm just picking up a few points. There are a lot of points on the ground, so I'm just getting what I can. However, I don't want to be too late for this objective, so I'm just going to make my way up right now. So everyone has Unite move on this team. Delphox goes down, however, Pikachu and Mew go down on their end. So it's a 4v3. I pop my Nant move, secure the kill on the Crustle. Absol's trying to rip the Rayquaza in front of 4 people, which is extremely greedy of them. And Buzzwole is making the huge mistake of backcapping when it's time to, you know, play around the middle objective, Rayquaza. So that essentially may or may not have cost their team the end game fight. When it comes to Zapdos or Rayquaza, if you have to choose between that objective and backcapping a potential 100 points, always go for the Rayquaza or Zapdos. That's a huge blunder on the Buzzwole's part, and, you know, they could have made the difference. So overall, I think it was one of my better games, especially as a lane Greninja. You know, I won lane, I got ahead in farm, I was one of the highest levels in the game, and yeah, I think we did pretty well. So one thing to just end off on is when you're playing a weak laner in the lane, regardless of what that may be, prioritize farming, prioritize leveling up, hitting your power spikes, rather than trying to make a risky play and, you know, having it backfire on you. Because once you get behind on a Pokemon that doesn't lane well in the early game, it's very difficult for you to get back into the game unless the enemy team blunders, meaning they make a huge mistake, or you have a lot of assistance from your jungler. And especially in solo queue, you can't expect too much out of your teammates in that department. So you just need to be self-sufficient and be proactive. When you get ahead, stay ahead. When you're behind, play safe and just bide your time until you can do something. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to support me, feel free to drop a comment, a like, and if you want, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.